Hello guys, in this session we will do PYQs of Union Legislature. Union Legislature PYQs. One is a very easy question. India's ranking in the ease of doing business index is sometimes seen in news. Which of the following declare that ranking? Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, World Economic Forum, World Bank, World Trade Organization. The correct answer here is World Bank. The Ease of Doing Business Index is published by the World Bank. It is an aggregate figure that includes different parameters which defines the ease of doing business in a country. So it is World Bank. It is an ease of doing business is an aggregate figure that includes different parameters that define this index. There are different parameters that define this index. So we move on to the next question. Which of the following statements is or are correct? First, a bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses on its prorogation. A bill pending in the Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha shall not lapse on dissolution of the Lok Sabha. Options are 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 or 2. See, the correct option is B. How? Let me explain you. See, when Lok Sabha is dissolved, all business including bills, motions, resolutions, notices, petitions, and so on pending before it or its committees lapses. Everything lapses. So the position related to the lapsing of bills is as follows. A bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses, whether originating in Lok Sabha or transmitted to it by Rajya Sabha. Bill pending lapses. Bill passed by Lok Sabha but pending in Rajya Sabha. Pending in Rajya Sabha also lapses. A bill not passed by the two houses due to disagreement, and if the President has notified the holding of a joint sitting before the dissolution of Lok Sabha, does not lapse. Means, if the bill is not passed by houses of parliament due to disagreement, but the President has notified holding joint sitting, then bill doesn't lapse. A bill pending in Rajya Sabha but not passed by Lok Sabha does not lapse. Pending in Rajya Sabha अभी लोक सभा में पास नहीं हुआ है, so not passed by Lok Sabha doesn't lapse. A bill passed by both houses but pending assent of President both passed but assent of President doesn't lapse. A bill passed by both houses but returned by the President for reconsideration passed but President रिकंसिडरेशन के लिए रिटर्न करता है, does not lapse. So I hope you guys understood this thing. So 2 says a bill pending in the Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by Lok Sabha shall not lapse on dissolution of the Lok Sabha. एक बिल जो कि राज्यसभा में पेंडिंग है और लोकसभा में भी पास नहीं हुआ है, तो अभी पास नहीं हुआ लोकसभा में, तो डिसोल्यूशन होगा लोकसभा का, तो वो लैप्स नहीं करेगा. दिस इज व्हाट इट सेज. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विल मूव ऑन टू when a bill is referred to a joint sitting, both the houses of the parliament has to be passed by a simple majority of members present and voting, 3/4 majority of members present and voting, 2/3 majority of the House, absolute majority of House. So here the correct option is a simple majority of members present and voting. See, how is it correct? The joint sitting is an extraordinary mechanism provided in the Constitution to resolve a deadlock between two houses over passage of a bill. A bill is passed by a simple majority by total number of members of both houses present and voting in the joint sitting. I don't think so there is much to explain over here. It's something you need to know. Then a very short question. Which one of the following is the largest committee of the Parliament? The Committee on Public Accounts, the Committee on Estimates, the Committee on Public Undertakings, the Committee on Petitions. The correct answer is the Committee on Estimates is the largest in the Parliament. How come? See, the first Estimates Committee was set up in 1950 on the recommendation of John Mackay, the then finance minister. At present, the committee consists of 30 members, and these all are 30 are all from Lok Sabha itself. Okay, then we move on to the last question. The Parliament, after this I'll end the session, can make any law for whole or any part of India for implementing international treaties with the consent of all states, with the consent of majority of states, with the consent of states concerned, without the consent of any states. So international treaties के लिए without the consent of any state. See, the Parliament has the power to make laws on all matters listed in the Union list and the concurrent list of the Constitution. Fine. Now, Parliament can make laws over the state list when an emergency is declared in the country or President's rule is declared in any state. That is Article 250. It can also formulate laws on any matter pertaining to the state list if it is deemed necessary for the implementation of international treaties or agreements related with foreign nations. Article 253. You have to note this article. It says that it can also formulate laws on any matter pertaining to the state list if it is deemed necessary for implementation of international treaties or agreements related with foreign nations. You need to know that Parliament has power to make laws on all matters listed in the Union list and concurrent list of the Constitution. Can also make laws over state lists when an emergency is declared. Only when emergency is declared. That's all. Thank you.